Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sebastian. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. If y'all see me sweating today, it is over 100 degrees where I'm at. My AC is just hollering for help right now. So if you see me sweating, just know that it's damn hot. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about that damn Emmanuel Acho. Now, Emmanuel Acho, we haven't done really much shows, many shows about him, right? Very few, probably a handful of shows. But Emmanuel is someone that annoys a lot of people for a bunch of different reasons, right? Acho just annoys people, all right? Sometimes I kind of get why he's annoying. Other times I don't get it, but generally he's just viewed as that annoying guy, right? So as you guys know, ever since they let go of him at FS1, he started a podcast on the former channel Speak. And it's him, LaShawn McCoy, and a few other people on there that they do the show. And essentially, that show is just full of LeBron fans. The moderator, he's a LeBron fan. The guy that's always standing at the bar, he's a LeBron guy. Emmanuel Acho, he's a LeBron guy. LaShawn McCoy is not really, I think he's a KD guy. And then the other guy that sits with him is also a LeBron guy, right? So, as you guys know, Bam just scored 81 in one of the most disgusting ways that we've ever seen. And everyone has been calling him out. But I think Emmanuel Acho wanted to have a hot take and show you guys, let me break it down to y'all in a way that y'all can never think about it. And he proceeded to give one of the most idiotic takes on sports that I have ever heard in my life. So for those of you who didn't hear what Emmanuel Acho had to say, I want to play for you now. I want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to this guy here.
Here's why this performance is incredible. I do not care the score. It's incredible because if you talk to NBA players, they will tell you putting up that many shots is exhausting. I remember Steven Jackson came on a show I was formerly hosting once. He said, here's what you got to understand, Acho. When you put up 50, you know how tired you are to put up enough shots to get to 50? If y'all watch Bam Adebayo getting an 83, he's at the free throw line for the last couple points. Dude is gassed. Dude is winded. Dude is literally exhausted. Talking about 43 free throw attempts plus 43 shot attempts. Like, you know how many shots that is in just the simulation, exhibition, practice. Furthermore, you know how many players have tried and failed. Because I have seen dudes chase stats before. I have seen players chase stats before. So every player would love to eclipse Kobe Bryant's 81-point mark. Wilt Chamberlain, he did it as black and white. There's no evidence for it. He did it back when segregation. So with all due respect, this is the modern record. 83 points in a game, regardless of the final score, is mind-boggling, mind-blowing. Bam Adebayo, salute to you, sir.
I'm not feeling it.
Come on, 2-5.
You know, as a player, I commend Bam. Congratulations, but I'm hurt. I'm hurt. God darn it. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe Bryant had 81 points. Kobe Bryant was 60% from the field. Yeah. Kobe Bryant was 53% from three.
Yeah.
You're not about to tell. He shot 23 free throws and he made 18 of them.
Yeah.
I'm not buying this. Bro, I'm hurt. Congrats, Bam. That was a great performance. But I'm still rocking with the 81 for Kobe Bryant, bro. Because that does matter.
Of course.
60% from the field. You just talked about shooting the ball so much. High volume. Are you fatigued? Are you tired? Brother had 60% from the field, 53% from the three-point line.
Yeah.
And then when you're the tiredest moment of the game, you go through the free throws.
Yep.
And you miss only 2 out of 20 of them?
Let me argue why it's more impressive.
And
Let
the
me
last
argue
part
why it's more impressive.
No.
Let me argue why.
No.
Because of who did it. Bam Adebayo, I believe, has one 40-point game in the season thus far. He was averaging 4.8 free throw attempts going into this game. Bam Adebayo is a big. The fact that Bam Adebayo has the skill set to have enough competency to both shoot 23 threes, but also make 7 of them, but then also have enough competency to shoot 43 free throws and make 36 of them, that matters. I've seen bigs shoot 43 free throws before. Shout out Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shout out Shaquille O'Neal. They're not making 36 of the 43. If Giannis Antetokounmpo could make 36 out of 43 free throws, he would have 70 and 80-point games. So the reason I will make the argument that it is just as impressive as any scoring output we have seen before is because of who did it. This is a 6'10 big, a 6'10 center, a 6'10 power forward, a person that has the skill set to go out there and knock down 36 or 43 from the free throw line. This isn't a shooting guard. This is a big.
This is the problem.
A big.
This is the issue, though, right? I hate when dudes do things every blue moon. Right? Like, Kobe is a scorer.
He is.
He gonna get you 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
He is.
He'll give you all that.
I hear you.
When the next time Ben will get 50 points? See, that's what I like, right? And I'm not hating on Ben because of how he did it, but it hurts me because that's something that Kobe Bryant did, and Kobe is my guy.
Yeah.
And it's like the next time Ben will get 50 points is
Rare.
3 years from now.
Yeah,
4
rare.
years. You know what I'm
Rare.
saying? Where Kobe,
Rare.
he's a scorer. That's what I do. I'm gonna have 30s, then 40s, then 50s, and then 80s.
Yeah.
How Ben go to 83? And now he gonna go back to 30s, 28s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
30s.
But the thing about it is, like, you know, in so many sports, I've seen dudes chase stats. Y'all remember Christian McCaffrey was trying to break the consecutive touchdown in a game record, and he's playing against, I think, the Jacksonville Jags. And they just kept putting him in. CeeDee Lamb was trying to break the catch record for the Cowboys. They threw him a now screen. I'm like, that's not how the record should be broken. You just catch a now screen, you're already up by 17
You think
points.
he ain't trying to break records, though?
Of course, and he got it. So give him his credit. Because I saw McCaffrey go out there to try to get it and fail.
Man,
so
dude,
we see dudes
giving him
chase
his
records
credit.
every single time. Bam Adebayo deserves his credit. And given
gave him his credit.
given the fact that he's a big, he's not a 2, to me that's wildly impressive.
The problem is, I'm going to let Karen go after this. The problem is this.
So you heard what he had to say. Now, I know you guys are pissed listening to this guy talk, right? I get it. But trust me, you're not the only ones. The people in his own comment section were destroying him. Let me read through some of the comments. One guy says, this is the most unethical, the most unethical stat patter ever. I want to get to this comment. Acho is a complete idiot. Another viewer said, Acho is a true clown. Another viewer said, there was a whole bunch of, I don't know if their channel started deleting them, but there was a lot of them. Let me see. One guy said 43 free throws. Acho equals embarrassing. Shady's face says it all. Another guy said, at this point, Acho can be replaced with this nonsensical take. It just kept on going on and on. People were roasting him in the comments. I think they deleted them because when I was reading it before, one guy said, congrats, you've rage baited. Dude, stop it. It wasn't better than it just kept on going on. Another guy said, this show lost all the credibility it had. Acho is a clown. Acho needs to be stopped. I'm just reading through. I'm just scrolling through them. There was a whole bunch. I don't know if they got, bro, cancel this show. Acho, I'm done with you. I can see you was one of those guys that Kobe was talking about. And it just kept on going on and on and on, man. People were roasting him up. Another guy said, Acho needs to stop talking when it comes to the NBA. And it just kept on going. That's his own comment section. But now I can see why they got rid of this guy, man. With these kind of takes, it's very easy to, like, let's break down some of what he said. He said that it was so impressive because it was a big. It was a big that did it. LaShawn, you don't get it, Shady. It was a big. And I'm looking at this dude like, you can't seriously be this bad at talking about basketball. Bro, Wilt Chamberlain was a big when he scored 100. David Robinson was a big when he scored 70. Bro, what are you talking about? David Robinson was a big and he scored 71 points. But you know what? This is what you can expect from a LeBron James fan. This is how these guys think and talk. When I say it, people think I'm being, oh, you're going. This is how they think and talk about basketball. It's not an over-exaggeration on my part. This is them. You just sat down and witnessed a prototypical LeBron fan processing information. This is how they think. It's the most upside down ass backwards way of processing information. This Acho, who is a LeBron guy, this is how they think. They view the world of sports in a very obscure way. Listen to what he was saying. Even some of the other guys that are also LeBron fans, they were like, yo, bro, this is a bad look, bro. Like, we're going to have to cut off the mics. You ruining the show. You ruining the show. Of course, FS1 couldn't keep nobody like, bro, listen to these takes, my guy. That was, I almost said the word, I'm not going to say it. It was bad. It was a big. What? Bro, Acho, you couldn't even give it a little bit of context? A little bit? You couldn't even discuss the errors? Do you know when he said it was more important? Do you know when Kobe scored 81? The league average was 97, bro. 97. When Bam scored, the league average is 115. The game Kobe scored 81. His team scored 122. Bam's team scored 150. What are you talking about? It's impressive because of what? You sat down and watched that fourth quarter where they were literally chucking shots for this guy, fouling the other team, trying to slow down the game. They had him in the game with like 2 minutes, three minutes left to go, up 20. You talking about it was more impressive than Kobe. And the reason is because he's a big, just because you don't know anything about basketball, you thought that was your answer. You don't know Wilt when he scored. He was a big. You don't know David Robinson was a bro. Come on, bro. Yo, cut off the mic, bro. Cut off the mic. Turn off the lights. Cut that off, bro. You need to throw that whole take. Matter of fact, you need to take that whole segment and throw it in the garbage, bro. It was terrible. It was terrible. Like, it was son, your own viewers are like, yo, dog, knock it off. These are LeBron fans for you. This is what they be saying on the internet.